Welcome back to the wrap-up show. We're going to move off of Gary the Retard and over to Eric the Midget, Eric the Actor. I guess Robin is now only calling him Eric the Actor. And did you think Eric's email was a joke?
At first I did. Like I said, John Strauss, the producer, sent it to me, and he was like, sort of like, hey, listen, this is just between you and I feel really weird about this because I thought we had a great weekend. And as soon as I looked at it, I thought that it was a goof. Then Shuley sent me a note saying that he interviewed Eric and it was for real. So, I mean, I have some thoughts about what it all means.
What does it all mean?
I think that Fratto gets him all fired up. And so I think that Eric's not kidding around. Maybe Fratto is, maybe Fratto isn't. But he gets Eric all fired up. Because even on the phone call this morning, every once in a while he just chime in. He's like, you're getting, Eric, fair is fair, Eric. You got to get what you deserve. But, I mean, is Eric out of his mind? This guy was nice to him, and now this guy is pissed.
So you think Johnny's pulling the strings and Eric's just going along with it?
I mean, I don't think Eric's just going along with it. I think Johnny gets him fired up about it. But Eric has the ability to say, you know what, Johnny, I don't think that's a good idea. I think Eric totally buys into, I deserve what I deserve. I mean, the whole ridiculousness of the people who do my books need to get this rectified. I mean, give me a fucking break.
I thought it was a joke. I think Gary's might be right. It might be Fratto, pushing the joke. But do you think Strauss really took it that seriously?
Yes, I absolutely do.
I think Fratto's pulling.
No, I absolutely do. He doesn't deal with these guys the way we do. He doesn't know what's a joke and what isn't. He just
I might be wrong, but
I'm telling you, he didn't take it as a joke. I know it for a fact because we emailed back and forth like 5 times.
Justin in Chicago, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, it was just actually about Johnny Fratto. I'm really fascinated every time Eric calls in. But how does Johnny Fratto always end up on the line? Is it something? Do they call in together, or is he patched in?
It comes to us that way. So maybe Eric patches Johnny in when he calls us.
Yeah, it's Eric's great. Just love listening to Howard drill him, but I find it really almost annoying when Johnny chimes in and changes the course of the conversation, start telling the story about his kids or trying to get the plugs in. I just like it better if you leave Eric out there and allow him enough rope to hang himself.
Yeah, but sometimes Johnny keeps him on course too to talk about the stuff that needs to be talked about.
All right, thanks, Justin. Ken, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hi.
Hey, Ken.
Hello.
Hey, Ken, what's up?
Hey, how are you guys this morning? Eric is a fucking train wreck, bottom line. All he is doing is emulating Howard, and I don't know how you guys didn't catch this morning. I mean, Howard does a radio show, talks about American Idol. Eric does a podcast, talks about American Idol. Howard does a movie. Eric does a TV show. Now Howard has a contract dispute with Sirius, and Eric needs to have his own little thing with a contract.
So Eric is emulating Howard, Gary. You buy that?
No.
I don't either.
The thinnest premise, but he could have done a lot better than that. I do think that Eric is acting like he's had as many years in the business as Howard. In that respect, he thinks he's at Howard caliber for his demands.
Yeah. Cindy, sorry about that before I hit your button by accident, but now you're on.
Oh, hi. Thank you. I have 2 things that I'd like to ask. First of all, that weird guy, John, that called, that said Howard was sending him messages.
Uh-huh.
Did you guys get any idea of how old he was?
Yeah, he said he got the messages when he was 17. He said it was 14 years ago. I think I remember it shorter than that, so anywhere from 29 to 31, I would guess.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I know my kids with my husband's job, and I don't even know if you guys have this. Well, he's from California, so he would. He could even ask through his employer about an EAP program, which is employee assistance. And you get 5 free visits with a psychologist.
All right, thank you, Cindy. What was the other thing you want to talk about?
One more thing. Okay. I think I have a great idea for a show, a thing on the show, and it would be let Robin go shopping for the day, and I will take her place and do the news. I am experienced because when I was in high school, I read over the PA all the announcements and everything all day. I mean, if she doesn't want to give up her throne, I'll sit in there with her. But since I'm first to call about it, that's why I thought maybe, you guys might let
Cindy, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm trying. I'm not giving you a hard time, but who besides you? Who do you think wants this to happen? Like, why do you
have that and you advertise it? Do you think that would be a good? I think there'd be a lot of women. There would be tons of women who would want to do it.
Right, but I wouldn't want to do. Why would we do it often? In other words,
we want to do it?
Like, what? Yeah, what's in it for us?
And
In other words, we're taking a great part of the show. It's like saying I acted in my junior high school, edition of Our Town, so I think I should be on The Good Wife.
Cindy did call first, though, Gary, with the idea.
No, I get it. I mean, maybe the idea is a contest one day, but I don't know. Why would you want to take away the best part of the show or a great part of the show?
Started that way by PA announcements.
What's that?
That director, that comedy director with like Jonah Hill, all those guys.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Judd Apatow.
Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
Sal, what do you think? Good idea or no?
Didn't you accidentally disconnect it before?
I did.
Give that another shot.
All right.
No, I think a lot of times people have a great idea because it's something they want to do, but it may not be what the audience wants
Only
to hear.
kidding, Cindy. Maybe you can work at Burger King. Work the fast food window.
Go ahead, Cindy.
Same
What
thing's
were you going to
PA,
say?
right? That's a PA.
I'm not a 21-year-old stick. I'm over 21, and my youngest is in college. So, it's not going to be the pretty ass lady that, you guys usually want.
All right, Cindy, I'm going to put you on hold.
Disconnected.
We're going to get your information. Gary will pass it on to Tim, and then we'll see if anything can happen with that.
Sorry, honey.
But thank you for calling in. Scott in Seattle, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, two quick things. If I want to comment, I just want to tell you how great you guys have gotten at hosting the show, and we all noticed how the difference and improvement over the 6 years you've been doing it. Like, the last 20 minutes where you just let Sal roll there was just precious, and you can't compliment you guys enough for just sitting back on that.
We love what Sal has to say.
I'm in trouble.
No,
not
Just
at all.
when I think I'm speaking perfectly, and God.
Why would you be in trouble?
I don't. No, I mean, like me personally, I'm just going to be hard on myself now. Tomorrow there'll probably be a clip that I had no idea about.
You got to get yourself a new yarmulke.
Yeah.
Moniker. I know what it means.
What's a
now.
moniker?
It's a nickname.
All right, and
I'm Sal the Stockbroker. That's my moniker.
Who told you that?
John Hines.
Just
No, I
don't
didn't.
go to
Thank you.
Harlem today and call anyone a moniker, okay?
Whoa, easy does it now.
And with that, we're going to wrap up today's wrap-up show. Sal, with the moniker, what would you like to plug?
I'd like to plug you right in your sweet fat ass, John. You can check me out at Sal Governale at Twitter.com and buy Richard Christie's new album, RichardChristie.com.
Gary, I'm good. I'm stunned.
Tonight, Bowery Electric. Go to ElisaJordana.com for information. Also, Little Mikey will be there.
Surely.
CleanBoxEntertainment.com, Ronnie One Block Party.
Tonight, 7 o'clock, Chuck Zito's View, and then at midnight, Greg Fitzsimmons, both on Howard 101. But thanks for listening to us in the finest place you'll ever find on satellite radio, Howard 100 and Howard 101.